What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to the One Day Stronger podcast. I am Colin, and I am so glad you're here with me today. If this is your first time here, this is a real talk on sobriety, personal growth, and becoming who you were always meant to be, one day at a time. If you're a returning listener, I want to thank you for following me on this journey, and as always, let's get into it. So, today we're going to be real. For a long time, fucking escape was the answer. The stress got too big, the emotions got too heavy, the silence gets too loud, and we run. We run to our escapes, and before you know it, they become addictions, and they become life ruiners. They become stuff that gets in our way of growth, healing, or just everyday life. So we drank, we used, we doom scrolled, we fucking gambled, we numbed ourselves however we could. And for that moment, it worked. Yeah, it works. It makes the noise stop, makes the pain fade, but it never fucking fixes a fucking thing or the thing that's actually making you want to escape. You don't really go at it and figure out what the true problem is to really fix it. It's just a fucking band-aid in reality. So the truth is, when you build your life around that fucking escape, you never really get to fully build a life around purpose. So you never really actually get out of the lost feeling. You never actually figure out what the fuck it is you want or who you actually are. Because the healing and the sobriety, it's not just about quitting the thing, it's about filling the space where the thing used to live with something more meaningful and more better for your health and stuff. So this is what kind of happened to me, and I quit alcohol. I quit alcohol, but the void got so big, and the voices got so loud, much louder. I needed an escape again. But yeah, I quit alcohol, but then I just put another bad habit in its place, which was cocaine, which is ultimately fucking worse, but in your own head at the time when you're in it, it seems like a better fucking idea. So if you just quit something and you don't use something like real and purposeful and a good habit to replace it with, your old habits are just gonna fall right back into. And it doesn't matter. You could quit one bad habit and just replace it with another. You could quit drinking, but you can replace it with fucking porn or fucking self-destruction or fucking weed, whatever it is. So that's why you need to replace it with one or two things that are going to anchor you to becoming the person you really want to be and to getting that full momentum of growth and purpose. So, a couple things. You got to understand what you're escaping. You weren't broke, you weren't weak, you were overwhelmed, you were hurt, you were lonely, you were fucking scared, you were angry, you were a fucking human being with all these emotions. And the escape, it's not fucking random. It was trying to meet a real need or a real way of dealing with something. So you gotta own it, you gotta understand it, you gotta talk through it, you gotta do the work, like I always say, and it's gonna be fucking hard, it's gonna be painful, but you gotta fucking sit down and you gotta do it. And you're the only person that's gonna do it, because you're the only person that knows. And once you actually know that, then you can meet that need in a way that actually helps heal you, which brings me to the next thing of finding your anchors. You gotta ask yourself what makes you feel alive and not distracted. What's going to help you actually feel like you're accomplishing something and not just putting another bad habit into another habit of escaping. What builds you up even when it's hard, So what's something you could do that you feel, even though when life gets hard or when it is hard, when you finish it, you have a sense of accomplishment. And then what kind of person do you want to become when no one's watching? What are you going to do on your own and to be the person you want to be when no one's watching? This is what I talk about. You got to do your self-work. It's all up to you to do the work and who you want to be. So a couple anchors, they might be small at first, but these are going to be the pillars of what's kind of going to help shape you and what's going to help you push through and get that growth of sobriety and healing, instead of just turning it an escape into another escape. So a couple good things that are going to be beneficial to you is one of my favorites is a workout. Get a nice good workout on a creative project. You can help helping someone else that isn't yourself, that takes your mind off yourself. Deepening your faith if that's your type of thing. This is a big one for me that helps me a lot is showing up for your kids. You know, that's one of the big anchors that helps me is showing up for my daughter when I know if I was to use, I wouldn't be in that type of mood. I wouldn't be that type of understanding. I wouldn't be that type of person in that moment of helping them. And like building something real in your life. So building up your wealth or business, or this, for me, this podcast is starting something that's going to help people, I think, that people need, and it's going to help me get through my stuff as well too. So like these aren't just hobbies, you know, like they're going to be weapons against you, the old life and the old you that your new you could use to fucking fight against it. They're going to be bricks in your foundation of your new life, your new pillars of how you want to live. Which brings us into the next thing of accept that purpose takes longer than escape. I talked kind of about this before in other podcasts, but like escape is an instant. That's why we feel so comfort to it. That's why we go so quick back to it. Your purpose is going to be slow. Like it's built one day at a time, one choice at a time. What this whole podcast is about. Some days it's gonna feel fucking boring. It's gonna fucking definitely feel hard. You know, some days you'll even wonder if you even fucking get anywhere because it doesn't feel like you're making any momentum or any fucking changes. But you know, you gotta stay on the course anyways, because every day you choose your purpose over your fucking escape, you're becoming the stronger person that you're supposed to be one day at a time without you even realizing it. And then all those wins are going to build up, and then you're going to look back on when you're having a hard time one day, and you're like, look how fucking far I've come. Fuck this. Like, it's not going to fucking ruin my progress now. Fuck that. So, if you're in that messy middle place where the cravings are fucking real, the doubts are fucking really loud, and the progress feels invisible, I want you to know, just fucking keep going, man. Keep going, guys. Like, the old life is built on running, and your new life is going to be built on showing up. So what are you going to do? Are you going to run again, or are you going to fucking show up for yourself? Because you're building something that lasts, which is a new freaking life, and a new personality, and a new you. So you're one day stronger, you know? So, as always, overcome and evolve one day at a time, guys. If this hits home, like, share it with someone who's rebuilding too. Comment, like it, and like, I just want you guys to know you're not alone, and purpose beats fucking escape every time. It's gonna be a hard, long road, but once you start putting in the work, it becomes easier and easier, and before you know it, you're gonna be a new person. You're gonna have a new outlook on life. Just keep going back to these episodes, because there's probably something every time you listen to it that is gonna help you, because all these are at different points in your journey. So just make sure you keep learning and getting the knowledge that you need, and just always be wanting to learn and become better in yourself with growth and purpose. So until next time, guys, have a good one. Bye.